Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube one-on-one series with Romeo Doubs. Romeo, what was the bye week like? What did you do and how'd you just kind of get away from football?
Nah, man, I just, I just hung out with my family, hung out with my daughter, and, just kind of just got some time to just cool down, relax, get the body back going or whatnot, but I thought it was a pretty good bye week.
Do you think it came at a good time for this team? You are dealing with some injuries. Guys get an opportunity to get their bodies right, and you're going to have now a pretty long way to go until the end of the season. But do you kind of like where it fit?
Yeah, I love where this bye week fit for us. It gave us a chance to just kind of refresh our bodies, refresh our minds, so then that way we come back the next week ready to roll.
You're coming off the loss to Vegas. Do you guys look at tape from that on Tuesday before you go on the bye, or how does that kind of work?
Yes, absolutely. So before we took off for the bye, that Tuesday, we went over the tape together as an offense, as well as the defense. Had a team meeting about it, and it just came down to the littlest thing. It came down to the details, because again, in games like that, 4-point losses, 3-point losses, 7-point losses, it always comes down to just the little details and just the possessions of the game. So
I know Matt LaFleur has said they're going to really look at self-scouting during the bye week. Did you look at anything related to yourself, or did you look at the Broncos for next week? How did you kind of approach it?
I did a little bit of both. I watched film on myself just to see on kind of what I can clean up on as a player, as well as just being well fitted in the offense. And just did a little scout on the Broncos, just as far as from the defense, just to see where their strengths and weaknesses are. But I thought other than that, I was able to have a pretty good plan. So.
What's your plan now going into Denver? Another road game. You guys haven't been home for a really long time. They've struggled on defense, but what do you guys need to do well to come away victorious?
I truly believe we just need to be consistent, because we've showed that we've showed that we were consistent before, and the times that we were consistent and dominant, we came out to win every time. So, again, man, it'll be another challenge this week. AFC opponent. They got some dogs as well as we do, so it'll be a pretty good game to watch.
Do you guys feel you're close on offense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It comes down, just watching the tape, because it's different watching it from the TV copy than actually watching the clips. And it comes down to the littlest things every time. So
Jordan early on this year started out really strong. I wouldn't say he hasn't kept up at least the pace he was on. Do you think that's more of defenses kind of getting to realize they have some tape on him now, they kind of know how to defend him? Do you think that plays a role?
Yeah, absolutely. When a guy like Jordan start off that hot, it's really as a defensive mind, just having that defensive mind, I would have a plan, going into the games playing against him. So I truly believe that's what that is. But again, as far as just, my end or just the offense from Christian and Jordan, it's just growing pains that we got to deal with. So
I'm wondering, you played in Reno. That's at a little bit of altitude. Playing in Denver is a little bit of altitude. What's the biggest adjustment that you have to make there?
Just condition more. You gotta condition more, because playing in stadiums like that, playing in cities or wherever the area is, the air gets thinner. So it's harder to breathe, it's harder to get yourself going. So again, if you just continue to just make sure that you're conditioned, hydrated, eating the right foods, everything will be fine.
Are there any guys that are going to be coming to you, maybe you think, and be like, hey, like, what did you do in college? Or is that like, at this point, everybody's a pro and they kind of know what to do?
Yeah, at this level, everybody does whatever makes them feel comfortable. I'm not going to put what I do that works for me for them. So again, it's just a different ballgame.
Do you feel like you get a win on Sunday, and that really is, I know we talked about it, I remember last year when you guys were on that losing streak, was you just need one to get the ball rolling. You got it going late in the year. Does it feel something similar to that this year, where you get one and you get everything going in the right direction?
Absolutely. You get one. Once you get going. For some teams, it may be a back and forth battle, but I know as far as our concern, we know if we get one, we can get it going.
What is this team's identity right now?
Just resiliency, man, just growing pains on just, how young as an offense that we are, just being aware of situations that we have got to be aware of from that point then moving forward, and just continue to just, be confident and just be who we are.
What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up?
My favorite Halloween costume growing up, I want to say for like 2-3 years straight, I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And I think it was Leonardo. So that was one of my that was one of my favorite ones.
All right, I get this candy, I'm happy.
Either Starburst or Lifesaver gummies.
Okay. What best flavor of Starburst is?
Either all I think the original with the red, yellow, pink. I forget that one, but and then the Lifesaver gum is just a regular kind.
Thanks for watching our Inside the Huddle one-on-one series. Wide receiver Romeo Doubs.